I want to begin by welcoming and thanking everyone for coming out today. We are truly humbled and grateful for your presence here. My name is Mark Alexander, and we are extremely excited to celebrate with you and the city of Savannah 80 years of business. So please join me as I welcome the Mayor, Eddie Deloach, who will present the Day of Proclamation.
A couple of things I wanted to say starting out. I'm like the Portmans. I'm a small businessman, and I don't think anybody appreciates a business like y'all have developed here over the years, that has been a part of the community, that has represented the community, that has been a part of everything that takes place in this community, has had some touch of Portman's involved in it for a number of years. 80 years. I mean, just think about it. Yeah, my business has been 30 years, and I think that's a long time. 80 years. You were able to pass it down to generations is what's amazing to me. But for Savannah, I think you just need to realize how special that is for this community, how important it is for our community. To make sure we take care of these kind of companies that are here, that come and go and do their job and employ lots of people that you don't know about on a day-to-day basis, that come and make their livelihood here, raise their families, and nobody ever really notices it until a day like today. So it's really important that we look at the fact that this is 80 years, and it cannot happen by a wink. It cannot happen by chance. It has to be planned. It has to be worked. And it's been great days. I bet you can talk about them in any small business. They've been some great days that you can think of, and they've been some days that you didn't know whether tomorrow was going to open. And you say, how am I going to get through that? That's a businessman. That's a small businessman. And thank you so much for being a part of our community. And with that, I want to read a proclamation from the city of Savannah to let you know how much you mean to the city of Savannah. And it goes, whereas Portman's music has been an integral part of the Savannah community for 80 years, providing services to music education programs of local schools, districts, and employment opportunities for our area citizens. And Portman's Music opened the first Savannah store on Broughton Street called Ben's Portman's Music Center, June 1st, 1936. And subsequently, I can't say that word, opened the Midtown Abercorn store, renaming the company Portman's Music Superstore. And with several generations of family leadership contributing to this continued growth and success, what began as a small instrument music retail store has grown into one of the largest privately owned music companies in the southeastern United States, with 4 regional locations. And Portman's Music Superstores prides itself on providing the finest instruments to the students, intermediate, and professional musicians by offering products from some of the greatest manufacturers in the world, like Conn-Selmer, I'm gonna mess that up, Yamaha, Jupiter, Benjamin, Fender, Gibson, Martin, Taylor, Ludwig, Gretsch, Mapex, Roland, Korg, and so many more. And Portman's Music was fundamental in establishing school bands and Savannah Chatham County schools, and has been assisting thousands of our local citizens in becoming musicians since its inception. And in honor of its founders, Ben and Pearl Portman, Portman's Music gives back to this local community by donating instruments to the Savannah Chatham County Board of Education for underprivileged band and orchestra students. And Portman's Music also gives annual scholarships to Armstrong State University for deserving local students who are pursuing a degree in music education. And Portman's Music Superstore has become a corporate citizen of the highest standing, and one that I'm proud to say calls Savannah one of its home cities. And on this day, June 1st, 2016, The city of Savannah acknowledges an important occasion in the history of its musical instrument retailer, the 80th anniversary of Portman's Music Superstore. Now, therefore, I, Eddie W. DeLoach, Mayor of the City of Savannah, do hereby proclaim Wednesday, June the 1st, 2016, as Portman's Music Superstore 80th Anniversary Day in Savannah, and ask that all residents of our local community join me in celebrating the 80th anniversary of Portman's Music Superstore and its vital contributions to music education and to the many communities they serve. Congratulations, sir.
First, I'd like to thank the Mayor DeLoach for honoring us in this special way on this momentous occasion. And I'd like to thank all of you who came to join us here today. I would be remiss if I didn't remember and mention the people who helped this happen along the way. My parents, Ben and Pearl Portman, had the vision to start a family business that could not only support the family, but also could help other families in Savannah begin a musical path, open their eyes to the world of music. During this time, we have started downtown on Broughton Street. I have family members that I remember fondly working with them, with my parents, in this store as we were kids. At one time or another, each person in the family, and I have here today my brother Barney, my sister Bob, my big sister Barbara, and my brother Michael. And Michael came to join us, myself, in the 70s to buy the business from my parents. And he worked with me for almost 30 years as we moved from downtown. And we moved here about 22 years ago to this location. And then we expanded to the other 4 locations along the way. And we now have a store in Augusta, Georgia, Brunswick, Georgia, and Albany, Georgia. And we have people who go out to schools and call directly on the schools to help the students get started and help the band directors with the school program. We have always worked with music education. We have a relationship with the Chatham County Public Schools, and we do help them start the beginner band students here in Chatham County. And we give instruments in honor of my parents to deserving students who don't have the financial ability to help make this happen. And also we have here in the store, which we're going to have all month long, a collection of instruments that my father started more than 50 years ago, and I continued. And most of the instruments in this collection are 80 years or older. So you can come in and have a chance to see a little bit of history being made. We also have a brochure that we give out that's going to honor the 80th anniversary of some of the history of Portman's music. I would be remiss if I didn't mention the people also that work here. This didn't just happen by itself. It takes a team, it takes a village, and there are many people who work with us who help make this happen. As we saw Mark introduce us, Mark is our regional manager who lives in Augusta, and he came down to, he's helped us along the way, but came down to help make this success today. So I would like to thank everybody for coming, and also as we go in the back to have some lunch, to think about the excitement that you had the first time you played a musical instrument. We teach lessons here, and we find that we have students taking lessons right now between 8 and 80 years old. So it's never too young to start, never too old to start, if you really want to give music a try. And last but not least, the most important person I want to introduce is my wife, Myra. Myra is my partner in this business. She has been with me for more than 35 years, and she has been working with the company every day. Not long after we got married, she came in to help Michael one day in the store, and she's been there ever since. Somebody was sick and couldn't come to work and took a vacation, and so 35 years ago almost, Myra came to help us, and we appreciate all of you coming. A lot of business partners here, a lot of friends, and we hope that you enjoy today, and we look forward to seeing you all in the future. this celebration is going to take place all month long. So if you want to be a part of it, go to portmansmusic.com, look up our schedule, and we have events almost every day and surely every week of the month. Thank you very much.
Mr. Mayor, tell us about a small business like Portman's. 80 years, that's an incredible accomplishment.
That's an incredible accomplishment. It doesn't matter if small, big, or large. It's an amazing accomplishment to be here. But this is the fabric of Savannah. People like this that make things happen, do things for the community, give away they give away instruments, they give away money, they give away stumps. That's what small business is. That's where you get the bulk of your money, is when you start going out trying to get money for different things that you might want to have happen in the community.
I also like what you said about small businesses, that one day it's great, the next day, wow, are we going to be able to open, and that struggle, and for 80 years.
Yeah, 80 years. I mean, and then they're passing it on the business to somebody. You got family in there, and you're working with family, things come, things get good, things get bad, and you got to work through that day. It's just the dynamics of a small business is amazing. I've been in big business, I worked in a big large company. When you go into the small business, the intensity level is up 10% compared to what you deal with in a big business. Because, if payroll's going to come today, if you're in a large company, you don't know about it when you're in a small company. You got to make sure it's there, and that's what a small business is. That's what makes him. That's what makes him close to every employee he has. He knows them. He knows their family. He knows, how Harry's kids are doing, or how Mary's, she's been sick, or how's your mama doing. When you get a small business like this, you know the intricacies of each one of those families, and you want to make sure you take care of them.
It's like family.
It's family. It is. Small business is all about family.
Okay, that's perfect. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
All right, we ready?
Yep.
All right, looking good.
Where you want me?
That'll work. All right, gentlemen, look here. Nice smile. All right, looking here on 3. 1, 2, 3. Wow.
I think it's like a potato casserole.
I didn't ask for engraving like on a car fly or stuff on it. Still, I tried to get halfway over 2,000 years old.
Yeah, we're done.
I've already got the good B-roll.
You got relatives